rush this and baby, it's you. You're the one I love. Okay, so I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh my God. Kia ora and welcome. My name is ZoeStibi and I am your vocal coach for today. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at So Hyang with Love on Top. She's amazing and we haven't had a look at her on the channel in such a long time. Let's see what she's up to with her vocal technique. Hang on a second before we get to So Hyang. If you're interested in learning more about how to sing or you want to improve your vocal technique, then check out the links in the description below. There's some freebies in there as well as my online singing school. Anyway, let's get to So Hyang.
3, 4. Bring to beat it. I can see the stars all the way from here. Can you see the blue on the window pane? I can feel the sun whenever you're near. Every time you touch me, I just melt away. Everybody.
Oh my goodness me, who is this first singer? Let me know down in the comments because it is not written anywhere in the description. That's just sacrilege. They're amazing. Right, before we get to So Hyang, because we know that she's the one in the middle, this lovely first singer has a fantastic chest voice quality. We've got a little bit of breath coming through there, but the microphone is really, really close to her mouth, so it's showing us that the volume's really, really low. Just watch that from past the do-do-dos, yeah?
Bring to beat it.
So did you hear that? So Hyang was like, da, 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 da. She was just doing the higher octave of that lower da, 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 da. And that's actually just a really nice, easy harmony to do between two people. It's just for one to sing the lower octave and one to sing the higher octave.
Honey, honey, I can see the stars all the way from here.
So she did that, honey, honey, a lovely aspirate onset there. With the H really helps to actually get us into that chest voice quality.
See the stars all the way from here. Can you see the blue on the window pane? I can feel the sun whenever you're near.
She's using sun on here. She's going from that full voice sound into allowing the vocal folds to drop it. Sun all the way up here. So this sort of like going in and out of falsetto and this more chest voice quality really requires a very, very low volume. Otherwise you're gonna have sun, and you're gonna have that kind of going on where you're hearing that definite yodel flip.
Time you touch me, I just melt away. Everybody asks me why I'm smiling up from ear to ear. But I know. So
we know that So Hyang as she's the most ultimate singer, but did you see there that the tongue was really far forward? Everybody did it! And she had a little bit of that twang coming in. Everybody did it! It was a definite tonal shift between the first singer and So Hyang because of the position of the larynx, yeah? So let's just go back on that.
Ask me why I'm smiling up from ear to ear. But I know nothing's perfect, but it's worth it after finding through my tears. And finally it put me first. Baby, it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gives you all. You're the one I can always call when I need to make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top. Oh, come on, baby. Top, 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 top.
Okay, so we also can't go past the fact that this is it's a live performance, but it has been reworked in a post-production. So the sound is very, very present. If you were live, this would not sound like this, yeah, which is not a problem. It's just, we need to have that say that when in post-production, we can make the sound also like a little bit deeper, wider, and like she is though an amazing singer. Not saying that anything against her voice. So let's just go back to the start there because I just love that. So when she goes, you're the one I need, and you saw the tongue come really far forward there.
From ear to ear, but I know nothing's perfect, but it's worth it after finding through my tears. And finally it put me first, baby.
So you go first, and we heard that and we saw the tongue coming back there. So that's totally normal when we're thinking about using first and going into that first on the, it's called a diphthong, where you have two sounds inside one syllable. So first, that's just why that tongue's coming back there. But we have first, and I would suggest to you that you really keep the tongue far forward. She is a very highly trained singer, so she's going to be able to keep the tongue, the back of the tongue forward and high while she's moving the front part of the tongue backwards.
And finally it put me first, baby, it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one I need.
So you goes out, you're the one I love. And she had that sort of like deep, that sort of dip going in the tongue there. That's just showing us that there's a lovely amount of tension going in the tongue. And it's so important if you are looking to sing in this chest voice type of quality, or even if you're looking to go higher in the range, we need to get a handle on the tongue. So I want you to check out my free singing lesson available in the description for that.
You're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gives you all. You're the one I can always call when I need to make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top. Oh, come on, baby. Top.
And we go ta 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 ta, and she allowed that slightly more wobblier like vibrato to come in there, which is just beautiful because it's creating like a whole bunch of different colors in the sound. So I know you're going to listen to the song, you'll be like, oh my god, that's so hard. Look, Sohyang is a very, very, very highly trained singer. She was not belting at that point though. It was definitely more of a lighter mix. You're the one I need. And this is like her bread and butter. So this is why it seems so easy for her and why it's like absolutely, like it seems like it's effortless for her because she spent so long practicing and training for it. So we've got the tongue going forward and we've got that slightly more trumpet shape in the mouth, which is going to assist us to take that, like the perception that she's belting higher, but she's not. We'll talk a little bit about that in the next break.
Top, 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 top.
Baby, baby, I can feel the wind whipping past my face as we dance the night away. Boy, your lips taste like a night of sangria as I kiss you again and again and again and again.
Everybody asks me why.
Do these people even know who they're getting a concert from? They're getting a concert from these three incredible singers. And I know that Sohyang is the one that's sort of like, she's in the middle. She's also named in the title. But I'm assuming that these other two fantastic vocalists are also rather large in their own communities. And I'm so sorry that I feel very ignorant that I don't know who they are. So I'd love for you to let me know and for me to have a little bit more of a look at who they are in the comments because like they're just incredible singers. So we've got this third singer here, oh, very rude, I don't know who she is. She's got a slightly more gravelly kind of tone coming into that sound. And notice how we've got three really distinct timbres there. With the first singer was sort of a mid-range timbre, Sohyang's very high, and this third singer has a darker timbre to her voice.
I can feel the wind whipping past my face as we dance the night away. Boy, your lips taste like a night of sangria
see it, like that's why we need those 3 different types of voices, because that's the way we're really going to be able to blend the sounds. And so even if they're singing the same note, they're going to sound like 3, almost like kind of like a built-in harmony, even though they're singing the same note. So we had this lovely singer there. She, as I said, she's slightly more gravelier sound. Could be due to a whole bunch of things. You can see low volume, microphones close to her mouth, but you can see she maybe was using like a little bit of the constriction. Now, I must admit, constriction is not necessarily where I sound the best in this part of my range, which is why I find this very difficult. But some singers can really train it into their sound, and that's where the false vocal folds come over top of the true vocal folds. And I actually don't even know the. Like a night of sangria. Again, it's not my bread and butter, but it's hers. So we've got this like little bit of breath coming in there with that little bit of pressure going on. It's creating that lovely gravelly sound.
Again and again and again and again.
Everybody asks me why I'm smiling up from E to E, but I know nothing's perfect, but it's worth it after fighting through the tears. And finally you put me first, baby, it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gives you all. You're the one I can always call when I need to make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top, baby. You're the one I love. You're the one I need.
Okay, so now you can hear the difference there, right? It starts to sound like more, it sounds brighter, and it sounds like there's more core to the sound. That's what I always say when we're talking about belting. As I said, with lots of different timbres going on there, this is Sohyang's bread and butter, and I promise you, once you get into the slipstream of belting, like it's becomes so much easier when you really like undo a lot of the tension that's going on inside the body. Look at the way that it's not about her position, because look, you have to be quite good at belting in order to be able to sit that way. But do you notice she's not like holding herself and kind of contorting herself into all of these positions? And that's what I see so many singers doing, is they start to like get loads of pressure behind the sound. And that's exactly what we don't want. So if you do want to learn how to belt, then check out the link in the description below, because I will be bringing out my belting boot camp, and I want you to join. It's going to be a free challenge. I want to see you there. We've got these lovely wider mouth shapes. Let's just go. She's gone into the key change. As I say, this is not high for her.
I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gives you all. You're the one I can always call when I need to make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top, baby. You're the one I love. You're the one I need.
She got you put my love on top. She was still in that sort of more mix. You're the one I love. She's still in that quite easy mix kind of place. You're the one I need. And she really, oh God, for me, that sounded really short, but she, not from her, from me having not sung yet today, yeah? But we've got this, we then start to get like this kind of like, more of this core in the sound. Tongues far forward, mouth shape is open. And you see she went backwards a little bit in order to get to that sound.
You're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gives you all. You're the one I can always call.
Yeah. She was in head voice there. Again, it's funny because I think sometimes you can look at these things from like a professional singing standpoint. You're like, oh yeah, I mean, that's easy for someone who has put in a lot of training in order to work on their vocal technique. But that was a head voice sound there. And you really need to start to get like, you need to work on the head voice separately to the chest voice. And then we kind of bring them together in order to work on that mixed voice.
One that gives you all. You're the one I can always call when I need to make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top, baby. You're the one I love.
I don't want to rush this, and I have to quickly go and teach a lesson, and I will be right back. We've got to diagnose this more. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. There's not going to be any time lost for you, but there's been a whole hour gone for me, and that is just the life of being a full-time singing teacher as well as being here on YouTube. So if you're interested in learning anything that I'm talking about in here, and you're like, Zoe, show me how to do it, then check out the link in the description below, because my online singing school, the Vocal Academy, is accepting new students, as well as I'm taking on a small hand-picked group of one-to-one singing students this year. So I've now just forgotten where we are, so we're just going to have a look at that again.
Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gives you all. You're the one I can always call when I need to make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top. Baby, you're the one I love.
Okay, so she's the ultimate professional when it comes to these things. So she didn't necessarily need to stand up, but actually, sometimes standing up can help you with singing higher in the range. You don't have to, though. You can see for most of the song, which for a lot of us mere mortals would be very, very high. So when you're standing up, what you're doing there is actually allowing so first of all, we'd like to say that we're getting the energy from our legs, basically, and it's giving us a little bit more of a base to be movable. Now, when we're moving, we're also able to stop us from gripping in these muscles such as the abdominals and the lower back muscles. So you can see that she's moving around, which can help us to reach these higher notes.
When I need to make everything stop, finally you put my love on top. Baby, you're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gives you all. You're the one I can always call when I need to make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top. Baby, you're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only one.
Okay, so the song's just got like crazy amount of key changes, but she's basically in a sort of a lighter belt section. You could almost call it like a melt, it could be a melt, belt mix or a mixed belt in this situation. So you can see that she's stood up, she's moving around, but there's a definite increase in the effort in her face. But we're not getting a huge change in the volume. Ding, 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 ding. Most important part, when we are going higher in the range, it is automatically going to be a louder sound. We don't need to try for the volume, okay? So she can say, put my love on top, you're the one I want. We've got thicker vocal folds higher up in the range, and we're thinking like a pyramid. So we're getting slightly quieter as we're going up in the range, but because the vocal folds are thick, we're going to have this perception that the sound is really loud.
Finally, you put my love on top. Baby, you're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gives you all. You're the one I can always call when I need to make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top. Baby, you're the one I love.
Okay, so I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh my God. Honestly, she's like the ultimate singer. This is what she's been training her whole life for. So it's not to like poo-poo what's going on with her sound. It's just for her, this is not going to be particularly difficult in her range. And I think I said earlier in the video that once you slip into kind of that, I always like to call it the slipstream of belting. Once you're in there, it's actually just like, you're just like, oh yeah, okay, I can up onto like my top E's and things like that, but not that anyone want to listen to that. So we've got that, but she's got this increase in the body energy going on. You're the light up, you're the one I want. And we've got a lessening of the articulation. You can see as we're going up there, mouth is staying quite wide. We know the lyrics because it's just repeating, but we're not getting, you're the one I want. We're not getting these like really hard consonants going through. So hard consonants are going to be stopping the sound waves from moving and putting like something in the way. I don't know what that T-Rex action was just there, but what we're doing is really trying to just like the stream of the sound is coming out of our mouths, and we're just kind of like placing the consonants on top and not actually stopping the stream of sound coming out of our mouths at that point.
My love on top, baby, you're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only one I see.
just like the most amazing singer. I just like, she's just so beautiful. Oh, stuff. We're gonna have a look at this sort of like these voices on the move. I love this, moving voices or whatever it was. Let's just go back on that. We're seeing that there's a definite feeling of, or there's definite craning of the neck going on there. You do not have to crane your neck when you're going further up in the range. You're going to see a lot of singers do that, because what we do believe we sort of like speculate what can happen is it takes a little bit of the weight off the vocal folds when you are going up for the belt. Now, how much you crane your neck is totally individual, and as a professional singer, Sohyang will not kind of like flip into a different voice quality when she does lift her neck up. But I want you to think about just like looking up over a crowd. We're not really like lifting too far, because that might actually cause us to flip into more of a falsetto voice quality. You notice there that they actually had microphones here on their shirts as well. I'm assuming that's also to create a bit like to get a bit of a more of a surround sort of feeling and get the ambient noise that's going on in the crowd, but also to pick up anything that's not going through the microphones in their performance. So let's just go back on that, because we're going to see, again, very forward tongue position.
Yeah, you're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gets you all. You're the one I can always call when I need to make everything stop. Finally, you pull my love.
So she's going there, she's gone into more of a head voice quality actually, and every time she goes, yeah, she's full on head voice. We've got a little bit of twang, yeah, and it's actually, maybe it's not twang, Zoe, but it's definitely a feeling of a tension in the root of the tongue, yeah, and that's going to help us to kind of like drive the sound without going, yeah, to have that. That's exactly the same, isn't it, Zoe? But anyway, the tongue root tension is going to help us to kind of get that core on the sound and give us the drive, and not have that distinctive change in the sound between that sort of more mixed belt and these higher sections. Oh, I love it. Isn't this just so fantastic? And you also just got like so simple with just two musicians there. I think there's someone on the guitar and there's someone on the piano there. And it's just so wonderful to see. Let's just go back and have a look at that little, yeah, there we go. We've got one guitarist and we've got one pianist. And, you know, you don't have to have a whole bunch of instruments or a band behind you in order to make music. You know, you can do this with a small group of people. And actually, I do really recommend that if you are interested in doing more singing, join a band, go to the local music school, see if they've got a band program going on. I got a couple of my singing students doing that as well. Or you can even join in local jam sessions in your area. So it's all great ways for you to get to make music and to share the love of music on the stage with others. Busking, like they're doing a very formal version of busking, but busking is a great way for you to reach lots and lots of people with your music. But to be honest, most of the time, no one's really listening to more than one or two of your songs. So you don't have to have a huge repertoire in order to go out there and busk. You could just grab one of your friends, put out an advert online looking for someone to play with you if you don't play for yourself, and then just go out there and make some music with some friends of yours. But I'm so excited to have another look at another one in this series, because I'm just, you know, why not? She's all over my feed at the moment. We haven't looked at Sohyang in so long. Why not just bomb you all with a whole bunch of Sohyang videos? So let me know down in the comments who you would like me to take a look at next. But if you're wanting to learn anything about what I just talked about in the video there, then my online singing school, the Vocal Academy, is for you. I really want to take all of the confusion and all of the searching out of vocal technique for you. You don't have to go anywhere than in the Vocal Academy. It is step by step. You get your training plan. You know exactly what you have to practice, when you need to practice it, how to practice your singing in order to reach your vocal goals. And I'll also have a look at your singing and give you some feedback so that you can keep on practicing. It's a great community and I can't wait to see you in there. Check out some more Sohyang up here and down here. And if you've enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to see you around here more often. Happy singing. Just remember, anyone can learn to sing. You just have to have the tools and be shown in a step-by-step fashion how to do it. And that's what I'm here for and the Vocal Academy. Happy singing. Ka kite anō. Mwah!